Hi everybody, my name is Susan and today is my day 4 of my challenge by Spirit to show up in front of the camera and let it roll, and no editing and no scripting. So today I think I'm going to do a deep dive into authenticity after spiritual awakening. So these videos are kind of like a coming out, so to say, for me, as my authentic self, because prior to awakening, there's this ego in overdrive that just creates these masks and different levels of identity that are false identity to basically protect you from what it deems as vulnerable and weakness. But actually, I find like in this vulnerability of being authentic, it's actually quite beautiful. But of course, my ego, I mean, it's still here, like in the background, saying, "Oh no, you can't do this. You're gonna make a fool of yourself." But there comes a point after your awakening that the ego just starts to take back seat, and the authenticity is just the result of all the work that you've done, and all the work. If you're going through a Kundalini awakening, the Holy Mother, she just goes in there into the subconscious and just starts, let's clear this out. So she's just throwing up all kinds of stuff, and so just there's a lot of work, being done, and yeah, at one point you just there's no longer a fear so much of being seen anymore. The fear is just the little voice in the background, you look stupid, you sound stupid. But the authenticity is still there. Yeah, so that's what these videos are for me. It's just getting through the uncomfortable awkwardness, quieting that ego up that's still there, over my shoulder, but coming out for the first time as an authentic being, which is completely new for me. So, yeah, there's no more fear about it anymore. Because I guess, once you do the deep dives into all of your inner mess, you know exactly who you really are and who you've been in the past and why you've made the choices that you've made, and can see things so much clearer, and you stop making those bad choices. Yeah, it's a whole new world. So yeah, I'm just getting through the awkwardness of this, but really feel called to come out. And I understand, like, yeah, like I've seen it all, like exactly where, like, the fear of hiding myself away comes from, like in childhood. Like for me personally, in my family, there were 4 of us kids, and we were always starved for love and attention and praise, and even food. There was a lot of lack happening in my childhood, and so anytime the light of attention was cast on me by my parents. My older brothers were like hungry wolves that they wanted to have that attention for themselves and weren't getting it, and so I became a target for bullying. And I love my brothers now, have a great relationship with them now, and totally understand like where they were coming from, at a young age. And so I have no hard feelings about any bullying that I received. But yeah, there's definitely a child trying to survive and get its needs met, and it's gonna do whatever it can to get those needs met. And so, being seen became something that I always tried to deflect. If light was shining on me, I tried to push it onto somebody else, because that's too risky for me to have the light shining on me. So most of my life, it's like staying in the background. I have many talents, and it's like always like coming forward with my talents, but not stepping like too far. Like always like cautious about being too showy with any of my talents and abilities. So I never really got too far with developing myself in those ways. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a whole new world now, and I no longer have to seek for love and validation, and all those needs like are met within me now. And so that's like the big shift that you'll go through, is no longer needing anything from the outside. That you realize that you have everything that you need within you, and like finding that is like the greatest gift you'll ever receive. Yeah, finding that inner love, oh, makes me like want to tear up. Yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah, the vulnerability, like I said, it's a beautiful thing, and it's nothing to hide away. And I hope to be able to express more of that going forward, and hope to see more of that in others. And yeah, the outer reflection, I'm dreaming of the day when the outer reflection comes back and shows me its vulnerability, and its wholeness, and its lovingness, and peacefulness. So I think we're all of us in the spiritual community are waiting for that day when the outer reality shifts into something more beautiful. So that's kind of what this channel is about, is creating a more beautiful reality through becoming more of a beautiful being inwardly. So anyway, so that's about it for today. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.